So our district, like as you mentioned, 7 years of doing a robotics competition, and we're moving ahead and making our plans, and all of a sudden we're blindsided as everybody else was with the pandemic, and
Yeah.
we were forced with, we were faced with some tough decisions. Do we cancel the situation? Do we cancel our events? Or do we try and make changes? And so after much discussion and some investigation, we identified Cogmation as a potential partner for running our robotics competition. And we were really excited because our current event uses the EV3 robots. We've been working with our university here in town, University of Texas at El Paso, and we collaborate with them as part of First Lego League. So we were looking for something that was going to kind of emulate that whole process. And we were hoping to maybe do a hybrid, but the more we looked into it and the worse the situation got, we realized that we were going to need to go to an entirely virtual event. And that's what we were able to do. So we worked with Virtual Robotics Toolkit for our programming. And then we worked with Robot Virtual Games to hold our event. And our kids had a great time. The focus was on the programming. We still had our normal innovation project that we would have done for our first Lego League, but we also, for programming, had an opportunity for every one of our students that was involved. They were able to program, and that's not typically the way things roll out. In a traditional year, you might have one or two, maybe three kids that focus on programming, the hands-on robot, but a lot of times they kind of take roles and then they'll differentiate between the presentation or the innovation project and the programming side. And working with Cogmation, we were able to make the program available to every one of our students, and they were able to really program, learn more about programming, and then be able to showcase what they did with through the robotics competition. And so we had our contest in mid-February. We got together on 2 separate days, and all of our teams were able to show what they had done as far as programming was concerned on a virtual platform. We use Teams in our district, and so the team would share their screen and run their program, and we had an opportunity to see how successful some of our teams were. We chose to do an event called the Chimney, and so we did have a team that was able to complete the project completely. And then not only do that, but on the second day of the competition, they bested their best time. And so they were really excited, and we were excited for them, and it gave us a chance to celebrate. The feedback that I received was that teams were very thankful. They thought, there's no way we're going to do this. We're going to have to cancel and wait for next year. And so the fact that we were able to come together and run a virtual event, teams were really excited. They kept telling me, this is hard. It's like, well, it is hard, but that's what makes it special, is that there was a lot of learning that was involved. And then to see the success that these students had was just very, very rewarding.